Hey, Tony here. Have you ever wondered a little bit about the properties of green tea and how much caffeine it actually has? When I go and do shows, often people will come into my booth and the first thing they say is, well, I really would like to start drinking green tea. I'm getting off of caffeine. And I always have to point out to them that actually the tea plant, Camellia sinensis, does have caffeine in it. However, it's not as much caffeine as you might get in, say, a cup of coffee or even black tea. So, and definitely way less negative properties than sodas. But I love green tea, and I love drinking green tea in the afternoon. Um, I love it in the morning. I don't usually drink it in the evening too often, mainly because of that caffeine expression. But green tea has a very, very large role in a long, healthy life. And there's a lot of studies out there that would discuss that, and you could find proof to that. And so, for me, I'm going to talk to you about how it makes me feel. I'm going to talk to you about the green teas that we carry at Divine Lotus Tea. And um, we'll leave the science up to your own abilities to do some research. I will, however, tell you that there are some barriers to longevity, and many of those barriers can be sidestepped by drinking a daily cup of green tea. Heart disease, cancer, diabetes, poor nutrition, unhealthy lifestyle, weak immune system, environmental toxins, and poor mental function. These are all symptoms that can slow down and actually reduce your long, healthy life. And so, why wouldn't you want to drink something that could help you? The things that make it feel good are some of those polyphenols. And one of those polyphenols is L-theanine, and L-theanine is an antioxidant, and it sort of creates this sense of well-being and the feeling that you're uplifted and brings more joy into your life. And I think this is one of the main reasons that tea has become so important all around the world. It's been on this planet since the beginning. The tea plants, mainly growing in the Asian countries because of the right soil and the right environment for tea. Um, but let's go into the tea that I'm going to be discussing today, and that is gunpowder. And gunpowder actually is a slightly rolled tea. It's not necessarily a pearl, but the leaves have been slightly rolled up into a ball, which helps them to last longer on their own. Um, Gunpowder green tea has a beautiful gold color, and green tea is one of those teas that you would want to keep your water temperature at 180 degrees. And the reason for that is any hotter than that, and you will not have a very good experience because the temperature of the water can cause the tea to burn. And if the tea leaves burn, they release too much of their essence at a time, and it creates a bitter sensation. So that's not something that you would enjoy. And I suspect that a lot of people that have said, oh God, no, I don't drink green tea, I hate green tea. The reasons behind that are, first of all, probably not very good green tea when they started, but also water quality, which you want a filtered water or a spring water. You don't want to use chlorine because chlorine, quite frankly, will make green tea taste like pond water. So stay away from chlorinated water. The other thing that you want to sort of watch out for is how long you leave it steep. So you only need to leave it steep for roughly 3 minutes, and that's on the long end. With the gunpowder green tea, it's fairly forgiving. So if you do make the mistake of leaving it steep too long, you can add more water, and that will mellow it out to where it's drinkable. Let's talk a little bit about how tea can help. Sorry, I just had to stop and have a little sip. Delicious. Gunpowder green tea has that oceanic feel of green tea, but it also has a slight smoky taste to it. And I like that taste on the tea. It gives it another dimension. Back to benefits for a healthy life. So green tea actually lowers cholesterol. It raises the good cholesterol and lowers the bad cholesterol. And it also helps to prevent platelets from aggregation. And so this makes green tea great for the healthy heart. Cancer inhibitions. It also promotes the progression of overtaking cancer cells. And so green tea is great for being part of your cancer treatment. If you have cancer, obviously there are many other practices that you need to be putting into place, but it does inhibit the progression of cancer. So green tea is great to add to your list. So one of the things that green tea is great for, and this is where I actually started with green tea years and years ago. I had hypoglycemia. And so when you're talking about blood sugars, diabetes, hypoglycemia, so green tea promotes and regulates blood sugars and insulin regulation. And so I literally cured myself by using green tea and changing up my food lifestyle. I healed my hypoglycemia. And so this might be something that you want to add to your diet. So also green tea is indirectly related to a healthier lifestyle. Obviously, if you have a poor lifestyle and you start to drink green tea, you're going to start to feel better. You're going to feel a sense of well-being, and that inadvertently will drive you towards doing other things, such as taking a quiet time with tea, finding more peace in your life. And when you find more peace in your life, you're less apt to resort to poor lifestyle choices, which are detrimental to longevity. So green tea also bolsters your immune system, and it has antimicrobial properties, which means that you may get less colds and flu if you're drinking some sort of tea, green tea, white tea. White tea is also one of those teas that's very high in antioxidants. It also aids in proper function of detoxification, which means that you're releasing toxins from your body. And so drinking green tea can help your liver and your kidneys to release toxins more readily and process them out of the body. And everybody needs that. Poor mental function? Well, green tea actually helps with cognitive functions, and it may help with preventing senility. There's some studies out there where they're using green tea to help people that are on the Alzheimer's spectrum. And so there's a lot of great properties to green tea and tea in general. As a master herbalist, I do rely on plant magic from all different kinds of plants. And if you were to go to our website, which the link will be in this video, you will see that there are many herbal blends that I have created. They're my own recipes. And I suggest that you take a look and see if there's something in there that might help you. And we have several green teas, including the gunpowder green tea, on our website. And so for today, Will you just think about drinking a cup of green tea and maybe just relax, take some deep breaths, and see where that takes you? Blessings to you all, whoever's watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time drinking tea.